Guys, I think at this point, Solomon Kampala, who is Bobi Wine, Kyagulanyi's first son, needs to shut up and focus on reading. Listen to what people are saying. Here.
Uganda. Sawa emu, sawa bili, zili sawa meka.
Eddakiika 3 ze zaakayita ku ssaawa z'olina okubuniza ogw'omudomo. Ssaawa mmeka Uganda? Ssaawa za kubunira.
Let's check on something else.
I salute the young people of Tanzania for standing up to this nonsense. And this is what happens in countries where governments try to rig elections.
Naye lwaki buli wendaba video za Solomon Kampala ku internet kuno bwenziramu kebera data wange aba akendedde nnyo. Simanya guno mumwa gwe guwuuta data wange. Solomon Kampala, twagala ebyekisirusiru obyogere nga gw'omu ku bagenda okwekalakaasa wano. Ffe twagaana okwekalakaasa mwe famire yammwe efunemu bakitabo bagaggawale mwe mugende musomere bweru ne mwannyoko kati yakusanzeyo yaze kusomera bweru. Sebo tugamba mbwe kire Tanzania kirungi nnyo naffe tugende twekalakaase twewe ku kkubo byogere nga n'omumwa gwo guli wano wansi. Ng'oli wano nga gw'omu ku bafuutu soja gw'omu ku beekalakaasa. Ebyo by'otwasamira ng'oli eyo. Oba ni yakuyigiriza okwogera ne bannayuganda? Oba ni yakuyigiriza okujja okugattagatta wano oluzungu kinaawe oyogerako ne bannayuganda? Who are you? Solomon Kampala, who are you? Totugamba bya kisiru byo. Bw'oba gamba bannayuganda nti ekiri Tanzania kirungi era okwekalakaasa kulungi, twagala ove gy'oli, ove gy'oyagalira bannamwandu abazungu, naawe okomewo wano twekalakaasize wamu tukyuse gavumenti eno. Lwaki gw'oyagala tukuyambeko tukyuse gavumenti? Mugegwe n'ekitaawo mugende mweyagale. Vaayo eyo gy'oyasamira ojje wano tukyusize wamu gavumenti weekalakaase naawe. Naawe otandise otumererako amagego okulidde ku data waffe kati ate otandise n'omuwuuta obuwuusi. Solomon Kampala, wawula totumalirako data, towuuta data waffe. Bw'obanga okola video zino ez'ekisiru teekako masiki kubanga buli wendaba video yo ngenda okuddamu okukebera ku data wange nga takyawera. Simanyi buzibu buliwo. Ate munnaye video endala abatatambudde naye buli wendaba video yo ngenda okuddamu okukebera ku data wange nga takyawera. Simanyi buzibu babuva ku ki. Naye nga Solomon Kampala, please bambi totwasamira. Totwasamira. Sitera kuvuma ku internet kuno naye kuggwe ngenda kugamba totwasamira.
And then there is this, there's also this other one.
Ojesedde nsi yonna Solomon Kampala lekerera otusirulwalirako n'otwasamira katandise eyo sawa mmeka ye Uganda. Naye abantu bwebweru lwaki mutumanyira nnyo be mwalekeni. Gwe ka Solomon Kampala tunnatandika na kwogera ku bintu bikwatagana ku ggwanga lino. Kakati naawe ayasamo otandika okulipira amu. Gwakatanayiga na kwesangula gwe ka Solomon Kampala. Otandika okwasamira abantu abakulu. Otandika gw'omanyi obulumye bannayuganda bwe balina. Oba oli eyo pama mutoyiza abazungu tomanyi na nnaku yonna. Gwe kitaawo akufunira sente n'akuleetera bisuutikesi n'akuleetera ebulaaya nodda mu bakazi n'obaagala beera mu kuwugako gwe ka Solomon Kampala. Tolina ky'ogamba ggwanga lino. Tonnakutula wadde ne andawo yeziwera 3 oyasama oboogeraani gwe. Olyoka otandika okumanya mbuno amu biki omwala yaguzimba bubi. Gwe taata wafuna sente mmeka buli mwaka. Sogamba yetasobola kukola ku myalo egimu. Abasajja bali kunkulakula n'abakulakulanye eggwanga naawe oli eyo oyasama biki gwe ka Solomon Kampala. Kalabi toddamu tusiruwalirako gwe mubeere eyo munyampira ebulaaya ffe totunyampira kubanga gwe togenda laba na nnaku yonna kitaawo yakubbira dda. Pozi obeere musiru akuleke mu nsi obitunde kubanga oli musiru naye taatawo yakubbira dda. No water kolabela mbakazi abazungu webake nabo jonaafunira obulwadde.
Well, a point of correction, I want to think that ekizibu abannayuganda abasinga balowooza nti sente Bobi Wine zaalina kati yazifunye mu government. And Bobi Wine has been a rich young man since he was, I think, 26 years old. Sente yazikola da. So abaana be bawanga bali bweru. Of course kina bekigenda okunyiiza ndaba balowooza nti Bobi Wine government agifunamu nnyo. Of course agifunamu naye. It's not entirely that Bobi Wine ali worried because of sentences yafuna mu government. Bobi Wine is not even 20 years old in politics. He's not. So ekintu ky'obusungu ekyo okugamba nti Bobi Wine abaana be bali bweru bali privileged because of sentences afuna mu government. It's not true, because he has made his money out of music investment. He's a smart businessman. So video eyavudde ku kino eyaleese buno obuzibu yeeno Solomon gy'abadde ayogerako.
Yep. And by the way, on that topic of abantu abasubula, you guys have been seeing all the flooding that's going on in town, and abantu abakola projects munda mu town, in the middle of the town, these people of harm and the likes of him, without any clearance, nebazimba ebintu by'abantu nebifa, all the shops flood, amazzi negagenda buli wamu, you know, abantu abamu nebafa, abaana abato nebafa in these little floods because someone wanted to cut costs in building. So those things don't need to happen. Those things don't need to happen.
First of all, Solomon Kampala, I think he has a desire to speak on, issues that are affecting Uganda as a country. But I think the reason as to why Solomon Kampala has come under fire from several Ugandans is because he speaks from a point of privilege, and also because he speaks out of Uganda. So it seems like to many people he's out of touch with reality. Wakati wanagamba nti come yazimba out of cutting costs. That has not been established yet. There are no facts to that. Ekyokubiri agamba nti abantu bafa because of those floods. I don't think there are any reports eziraga nti abantu mu Kampala bafa okusinzira ku that tragedy yaliwo ya harm. Of course kituufu nti wali abantu amataba gebasse mu Uganda when it floods, but not specifically in regards to this particular scenario. Emabegako nakola video nga nebuuza lwaki abantu balina obusungu bungi eri Solomon buli lwayogera. Of course waliwo section y'abantu abamwagala byakola nga 20-year-old. Newabeerawo abalala batakyagala, that especially waliwo comment ya Honorable Muhammad Nsoroko weyavaayo n'agamba he cannot discuss this boy because he might say something that might hurt his career or traumatize him, which I think is true. And unfortunately, people are already beginning to do that, which Honorable Muhammad Nsoroko was distancing himself from. Wakati ezo comments ezo ku muntu ali 20 years old nga Solomon okujjako nga yafuna proper mental strength over strengthening or mentorship from his father or parents, these will affect him as a student first of all, kuba they are physically abusing him, body shaming him, bamuvuma emimu eminene okitegeera muvuma omutwe. So omuntu yenna omuto ku myaka egyo, if you don't have a good support system, osobola breaking her down if you lack focus. So waliwo comment eyankwatako yali eva wa someone called Fly Titus. Fly Titus yawandika paragraph era eno njagala mugiwulize bulungi ate njagala mugisome nga alina ensonga ezimu that he was sharing in regards to why Solomon should stay away from the internet. And this is what he said. He said, Nsereko is 100% on point. Someone should protect that boy, as it appears his father doesn't know better. At 20 years old, he is full of energy, conviction, and optimism. All good things, and wanting to make a difference is admirable. But before he injects himself into the political space, he should remember this. Once you step into the public, your life will never be private again. You don't just represent yourself. You carry the weight of your name, your family, and the perception of an entire legacy. Politics is not YouTube activism or witty online banter. It is a lifetime in full view of strangers, critics, and opportunists who will dissect not just your words, but your gestures, your friends, even your silence. The same crowd that cheers you today will mock you tomorrow. And unlike a normal 20-year-old, he won't be allowed to learn quietly or fail privately. Public life can be brutal. It trades peace of mind for visibility, growth for scrutiny, and mistakes for memes. The constant judgment, false stories, and social media attacks can chip away at mental health in ways few are prepared for. Even seasoned leaders struggle with this kind of weight. So before he charges forward, make his mark, he should pause, learn fast, listen longer, and grow quietly. Understand policy, people, and humility. Politics will still be there when he is prepared for each storm, but his peace, his sanity, and his dignity are irreplaceable. So once irreplaceable, once he loses them, there is power in patience and wisdom in silence. He should build himself before building an audience. Man, Flight of Titus gave a rambleth response, took his time and put this together. Unfortunately, what Titus is talking about is coming to light. People are judging him. People are not allowing him to make mistakes. His life is in the public. He's not allowed to grow. He's not allowed to be a 20-year-old. So by him charging forward to speak politically about things, Solomon is deliberately letting people into his life. And therefore, the point, if he decides to consistently make this his path, he should be ready, which I don't think he's ready, because Titus clearly indicates that even people that have clearly been in public for a long period of time, it beats them. You've seen Bobi Wine does in studio. That is fatigue. Politics is not YouTube activism. Politics is not something that you go read a few things and then come out and talk about as an expert. It's a game that you have to play full time the moment you decide to be in it, because everyone will have an opinion of you. Everyone will want something out of you. Everyone will pretend like they know or act like they know what is right and what you should be doing. You're not man. Solomon should just shut up and go out of the internet, focus on building his life as Solomon Kampala, because sometimes it's obvious that you find a politician's child wants to be a politician, a musician's child wants to be a musician, but I think Solomon should give himself time to discover that which he exactly wants. He's a good athlete. I think that's a better, safer place to be. Then later on in life, you can decide after you've noticed exactly that which you want. So big up on yourself, Titus. This is a very rambleth response. I don't know where you're located, but I'll be very happy to have you on to the channel to discuss more to do with, current affairs and stuff to do with updates here on the bot and on the bot network. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys.